uppercut by Bowe. Snaps Holyfield's head back. Holyfield with some of the uppercut medicine for Riddick. Hard right hand by Bowe. Holyfield comes back with a left. And again, they begin round 4, trading shots in the middle of the ring. Crowd rises as Holyfield seems to stun Bowe with a left hook. Evander Holyfield, not known as a knockout puncher, trying to finish the big man here.
Welcome to MSG Fight Night. I'm John Dudley, and joining me is Mark Brilliant. Tonight we're going to be taking a look back to watch Riddick Bowe taking on Evander Holyfield, number 3. Mark, these two really brought the best out in each other.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you think of Riddick Bowe, you think of Evander Holyfield.
Mark, these two heavyweights, they threw punches like middleweights. Why were they so exciting?
When Evander comes to fight, he comes to fight. When Bowe comes to fight, he comes to fight. And when they come together, it's going to be a big clash.
It certainly was. But before we get to that, let's go back to 1986, where we're going to see a young Riddick Bowe fighting a New York Golden Gloves final in a bout that's going to prove very important to him.
And here we go, Riddick Bowe in the gold, Paul Brennan in the blue.
And I'll tell you one thing about Paul Brennan, there's no fear in him. He'll fight Riddick Bowe.
Exactly.
He'll fight him as long as he can. Riddick Bowe is the class of the tournament.
Riddick Bowe right now is doing some hot dogging and clowning, drops in a right hand. When Brennan landed a couple of punches, Bowe just went, oh.
Brennan's going to get knocked out if he leans in with his head like that.
That's the way he fights. He doesn't know any other way to fight. But look,
Riddick Bowe can punch.
This shows what I meant before. He has no fear in it for Riddick Bowe. He'll fight him for as long as he can.
I think he's trying to prove something to Riddick Bowe.
That's the worst thing to do, is try to go in the ring and prove something to someone.
He doesn't know how to fight any other way, though, Mark. That's his style, and it's the way he's going to fight every fight he ever fights.
Brennan was a semi-finalist in '84, a quarter-finalist last year. It takes a big left hook from Riddick Bowe. He is wobbly. Brennan is on rubber.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, man. That's a surprise, right? Well, that can happen when a man goes in there and just swing. He's in the wrong corner.
He's in the wrong corner. He's not in the neutral corner.
But just remember now, that scores for 1 punch.
That's right.
Riddick Bowe was dominating the round to that point.
I tell you, that deflated Mr. Riddick Bowe a little bit.
I tell you, that's what happens with that cockiness. He's got to go to work and stop thinking about, you know.
Took a little bit out of him. Look at him. He's sluggish. Second warning for holding to Riddick Bowe.
Paul
Brennan is all over him now.
He is going right after Riddick Bowe.
That's the best thing to do right now.
Another right hand by Brennan. What a fight.
Riddick got to put his hands up and use his. He has the reach. He has the advantage. He should use his reach and his advantage. Plus, he can box. He's a good mover. He's not using that at all. What he's using right now is trying to overpower the guy, and the guy can punch just as hard as he can.
He thought he had a piece of pie in front of him, and Brennan all of a sudden laid him out.
That's what I came out. That's what I was talking about, being too cocky.
There is Paul Brennan. Boy, he'll have some confidence now. Dan Howell is in his corner.
I wonder if that's the first time that Riddick Bowe was ever knocked down.
No, he's been knocked down.
Has he?
Yeah. He'll come out, I believe. He caught him with, I believe, a good right hand or a left hook.
It was a right hand. There it is, right there.
And he was all over Brennan. It looked like Brennan was about to go down.
Right, what he's doing, he's throwing punches.
Another look
his
at
head straight up in the air.
Another look from a different angle now.
Watch his head straight in the air.
There's the right hand. He had a right hand of his own on the way when he got caught.
Right.
You know, but despite that knockdown, I still think Riddick Bowe won the round because he was dominating the fight to that point.
I don't agree with you, Sam. I gave the round to Brennan.
Yeah? Okay.
He was dominating.
But I gave the last fight to the loser,
Well, what Riddick should do right now is come out, do a lot of boxing, use his jab. Don't think about trying to knock this guy out because he knocked him down.
Here comes Brennan.
This would be the upset of the century if Brennan never beat him.
Exactly.
Brennan has been doing a little bit of holding behind the head.
What Riddick right now, what he's planning, what he wants to do is knock this guy out. He has the ability to do a lot of boxing. He wants to stand toe-to-toe and just box.
He played Brennan cheap.
Right.
He paid the price.
Brennan has a lot of heart.
Now, Bowe, you saw that good flurry to the body. That was a good one.
Brennan threw a good left hook while Bowe was on the ropes. He's got to jab more. Bowe's got to jab more, use his reach. He has the advantage.
He's not using it. Now he's starting to use it, but he uses it a lot more ordinarily.
Right. If he uses his jabs, he can get his range better with the right hand. Because Brennan is jumping in.
I tell you, I liken his situation to yours, Mark, in that everybody expected a knockout.
Again.
Yeah, Brennan
caught him another right hand and a good left hand.
And here's Bowe trying to bang him off, and Brennan refuses to back off.
Brennan has a lot of heart. Bowe right now, he's trying to punch with him when he has the ability to box.
I'll tell you another thing Brennan's got.
Step back on a break.
Yes, John?
He's got some pretty good boxing ability. And he can punch just a little bit. Not big enough, you would think, to knock down a Riddick Bowe, but he's already done it.
Slapping left hook by Riddick Bowe, and he gets in the right hand.
He has absolutely no regard for Riddick Bowe at all, who is the cream of this tournament, he and Michael Bench.
He's got to stop showboating and go to work.
You said it. Bowe gets in a right-left combination. It rocks Brennan.
And Brennan's still punching.
Standing 8 count to Brennan.
Brennan is hurt right now.
Get those hands up. That's all right. Fine. Brennan is
ready
plenty
to
hurt. He's trying
continue
to
the
shake
end of
it
the
off.
second round.
But I tell you, that was a close round.
Yes, it was. Yes, it
That was a very close round.
He didn't come on until the end.
Until the end of the round, right? Until about maybe 10, 20 seconds.
Now you have to take another look at it, but you have to wonder, what are the judges thinking? Bowe doesn't look like Bowe, does he?
At all.
He's missing a lot. Now that right landed, that left lands.
So a lot of those punches missed the mark.
Right.
So what I started to say before, Mark, is he faces the same thing you face, is that people expect him to knock out everybody when he walked into the ring.
Right, and what he's going out there, doing, is trying to knock everyone out. Well, that's the same thing happened to me. I mean, I go in there, they want to see a knockout, and if I don't knock the guy out, I'm a bum.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but people are disappointed. They
want to see knockouts, but they don't understand boxing.
And you really have to keep your head in there, and I think Bowe may have lost it a little bit in this fight.
Okay, this is a big round now.
Here we go.
He's got to win this round big, because I know Brennan is going to come right at him.
Brennan is no dog at Brennan. He's a very
down from the power of Riddick Bowe, and shaky.
He's walking into everything. His legs are shot right now.
Legs are gone all the way.
He got up very quickly, but he's got no legs right now. Bowe is ready for more.
The referee's not watching Bowe.
He wasn't in a neutral corner. Good right by Bowe.
It's all over.
That's
now.
it. That's it. Paul Brennan is finished.
I hope he's all right. He took a lot of head
blows right there.
They should take their time with him. The doctors in the ring, Dr. Adam Bernabeo, Jose Torres, the commissioners in the ring. Dr. David Falkenstein is in the ring, so he's getting a lot of good care. And the paramedics are in the ring. Well, he's being well taken care of. It was a great fight for Paul Brennan, I'll tell you that.
Tremendous joy in the corner. There's Dan Howell offering congratulations to George Washington and Riddick Bowe.
You got him, baby. You let him get away. Look at him. He's still asleep. He's still asleep, Bowe. Bowe, he's still asleep.
Riddick Bowe from the Bedford-Stuyvesant Boxing Association. It's their second championship of the night. And right now, there's got to be some concern for Paul Brennan. A gutsy performance. He's okay.
He's all right.
He's okay.
Dr. Earl Shaw ended up in the ring, too, so he had all time. Boy, listen to the hand. What a courageous fighter. That's what I meant earlier tonight, Sam, when I said how I would love to see this kid win.
Wow.
He's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of guts. He goes straight at you.
He almost stole it, but that power of Bowe is really, really awesome.
Nice fight, son.
There's Bowe. Look at that chopping right hand. Tremendous power of that big body.
He gets a lot in when he gets a lot of leverage in his punches. See, Brennan kept leaning to his right to the right hand.
He was there. He was a target all the time.
Right.
And Marcel Hagee did a real good job. He sensed it right away that he was in a lot of bad trouble.
Let's get the official announcement from Bob Pizzalongo.
Stops contest. 29 seconds of the third round. The 178-pound open champion, Bowe.
Riddick Bowe won the Golden Gloves 4 times. But Mark, He did have 18 losses as an amateur. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's a thing where, you know, it helps you in the long run. And you don't want to keep losing, but you learn something from every fight. My trainer George Washington, who trained Bowe at the same time, you know, taught us how to get over things like that and, you know, get back on your feet and keep fighting.
Mark, you were at ringside that night. Tell us about the knockdown.
Well, you know, Bowe came out, he was winging punches, just winging wide punches, and the guy Paul Brennan, caught him with a right hand, and went straight down. But it was a flash knockdown. He went down, he got right back up. I mean, our trainer George Washington taught us, you know, when you get knocked down, take your time, get up, go to neutral corner, and when you come out ready.
So when we come back, we're going to see Riddick Bowe fight Evander Holyfield. And remember that knockdown.
Once upon a time, he seemed like an oversized teddy bear to me, Jim. Now he looks like a full-grown grizzly.
By his own admission, he says he's learned a lot, particularly since the loss to Holyfield in the second of their fights. He believes that loss was the beginning of making him a real man in boxing.
I think in a sense he's like another Las Vegas native, Andre Agassi, who finally decided now is his time to show the talent that he has developed, nurtured, and brought to fruition to be the best that he can be.
You saw the hug that precedes the fight between two men who not only respect each other, but like each other as friends, who have traveled to each other's birthday parties over the course of the past couple of years, and who vow that their affection for one another will not vanish after they pound away at each other as hard as they can tonight.
1, 2, 3, 4. The other guys are going to have to get right behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the side where legends are made, Caesar's Palace, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gold trimmed with black and weighing 213 pounds. In 1984, he captured an Olympic bronze medal. Then, as a professional, he became the undisputed cruiserweight world champion. He then moved to the heavyweight division, winning that title 2 times. His professional record now stands at 31 victories, 22 by knockout, with only 2 defeats. Tonight, he again displays his courage by facing for the 3rd time the toughest opponent of his career. Ladies and gentlemen, from Atlanta, Georgia, introducing the Warrior, the 3-time world champion and former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Evander Real Deal Holyfield. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trimmed in red and weighing 240 pounds. In 1988, he came home to the streets of Brooklyn with an Olympic silver medal. After turning professional, he fought his way to the World Heavyweight Championship in 1992. And in his 3rd title defense, he suffered the first and only loss of his career. Tonight, he plans on reversing that single blemish on his record, a record which now stands at 37 victories, 31 by knockout, with that 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brooklyn, New York, a 2-time world champion, former undisputed, and current WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick, Big Daddy.
right, gentlemen. We went over the rules in the dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my command at all time. Give me good sportsmanlike conduct. Understood? All right, shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
Where's Bowe at, Joe?
Right here.
Right there.
Right there.
These two fighters seem to need each other, just as we in boxing need them. And what I'm looking forward to right now is the 25th round of a long, great fight.
And in the last few moments before the opening bell, one final entreaty from Holyfield's camp to Joe Cortez, asking him to watch the way Bowe uses his right hand. They're convinced that Bowe gets away with clubbing opponents on the back of the head too often.
Huh? What do you mean it won't go?
52 degrees at audience level, 62 degrees under the lights in the ring. And a final adjustment to the ring ropes as Cortez tries to see to it that the ropes will be tight enough, although neither man here has a habit of leaning against the ropes, and they go ahead and take that restraining rope off. Finally. Men starting out working conventionally behind the jab. One immediate impression, Evander Holyfield saying to us yesterday, I'm bigger and stronger than ever before, and he looks that way in the ring.
Riddick Bowe did not take the initiative with his jab. Holyfield has won the battle of the jabs already. Holyfield is 213. He may be the bigger guy tonight after all.
Oh, at what is for him a very trim 240. Lowest weight since the first Holyfield fight in fall of '92.
When you got an advantage of a left jab, you don't wait to use it. You start off whether you land on the chest or not. Bowe is not doing that.
Holyfield tries the first real combination, and Bowe gets Holyfield with the first leg lift of the fight. Evander tripling up with the jab.
Let's go.
He must remember to box and control his passion for warfare. Bowe must remember to put his punches together and make them count inside. Hard right hand by Bowe. Holyfield answers with a counter left.
Get those arms out of there. Get him out of there. Get those arms out of there. Come on, get him out of there.
Both men landing to the body as they clinch and then break.
Hold the head. Go hold the head. Go hold the head.
Bowe missing with a long right hand.
Break out. Come on, let's go.
Holyfield must find a way to get inside Riddick Bowe's jab when the bigger man starts to use it rhythmically. So far, Holyfield has been beating Bowe to the punch with his jab.
Watch the head. Come on with the head. Watch the head. Come on.
Hard right hand by Holyfield.
Hold the head. Hold the head, man. Hold the head.
Don't wait on him. But you can't throw one punch because he's going to counter two.
Why?
Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on.
Okay.
All right.
A very good first tactical round for Holyfield, beating Bowe with his jab.
All right, let's go. Come on,
moving in and out and around.
In the first fight, Holyfield won the first round on all 3 cards. In the second fight, Bowe won the first round on all 3 cards. Jab by Holyfield, and George, between rounds, you heard Eddie Futch saying to Bowe, don't wait on him.
Yeah, you got that long reach. Why in the world are you standing there waiting to land a shot when you can throw anytime you want and you got the range? Bowe needs to step up the jab.
A lot of people love to give Bowe credit for being a good inside fighter, and there's Cortez already putting himself into the action. A lot of people give Bowe credit for being a very good in-fighter, George. You see holes in his game there.
Completely. He's not, he'll sneak a left uppercut in there. He'll sneak it in. It's not what you call a pure uppercut because he lures you to sleep and he sneaks it under there. He's a good right-hand puncher if he can get it overhand-like. Holyfield needs to be hit with a straight, right down the line right hand.
What about Holyfield having to punch up against the taller man?
Well, the head is there. He's not protected because you got to aim down. You have your tendency of a big man to drop your hands because you're aiming down. Just throw up there. You can't miss those big, tall guys. I know. I've been up there.
You've been hit.
Yep.
Missed with a slow right hand, and Holyfield stepped in with a counter.
Give me a clean round, guys. Give me a clean round.
Now the right hand sharper by Bowe, and that one lands. And now Bowe gets in an uppercut.
Why is Holyfield staying in there, George? That seems like the last place he should be.
Yeah, he's in there with a bigger guy, and he shouldn't let this guy wear him down with that extra weight. So this is not good tactics on his behalf, but he said earlier he wanted a knockout.
Two hard left hooks inside by Holyfield, pressing the action, keeping his head against Bowe's chest. Bowe has twice in this round landed the uppercut. If he remembers to throw it, as he did in the first fight, it can be an extremely effective blow. Straight right hand, not a lot of snap behind it for Bowe, but the left hook inside is good. Holyfield with a right.
Get on, let's go. Give me a clean round, guys, come on.
A persistent theme in the trilogy, punching after the bell.
Well, Evander Holyfield was hit below the belt a couple of times. The referee didn't do anything about it. Holyfield got mad.
I know need for this punching after the bell. Ain't no need for no that. You hear that?
He can't bounce and move like he was before. So keep using that jab. And when you get on the inside, both hands. Both hands.
Gave a strong warning.
When he tries to come to you, step back and throw that little uppercut. Okay?
Any unsportsmanlike conduct, I'm going to start taking some points, you hear?
Let's see what happened after that. At the end of the round. Unfortunately for Holyfield, that might have been the best part of the round for him, as Bowe asserted himself during that round. You heard Eddie Futch say, George, that he didn't think Holyfield could move and dance the way he did in the first round anymore, and that Bowe should go to work on that premise. Do you think that that's already out of the plan?
Well, yeah, he doesn't have to move this time. Riddick Bowe is not expelling and using that jab to keep a guy moving. Standing there, you don't waste your energy if you don't have to. Why move? This guy's not doing anything to make you move.
Holyfield, so effective moving in and out in the second bout, is now staying inside, giving Bowe a chance to make his power a big factor. They're trading shots at close range, as you can see.
Give me a clean round. Watch him head to the side. Give me a clean round.
A Again, the uppercut by Bowe. He threw 81 of them in the first fight. And, of course, it was an uppercut that rocked Holyfield in the 10th round of that fight. But Bowe only threw 26 uppercuts in the second edition of Holyfield Bowe, and that was one of the tactical differences that night.
Holyfield is not doing anything to protect himself right now, so he must be feeling the effects of that first uppercut.
Another uppercut by Bowe snaps Holyfield's head back. Holyfield with some of the uppercut medicine for Riddick.
I thought a left hook in there by Bowe did some serious damage, but we don't see the results of it as yet.
Fight this up, guys. Hey, ho. Man, you keep gonna punch this up. Keep him up. Let's go.
We counted 10 low blows by Bowe unpenalized in the first of their 3 fights. Tonight, Joe Cortez is staying on top of that, at least for now.
Holyfield is walking into this big man and absorbing punishment. That's not the way you reestablish yourself as a good boxer.
It looks like a suicidal strategy, doesn't it, George?
I wouldn't tell a young man with that kind of boxing ability to do that at all.
Hard right hand by Holyfield. He must believe he's going to land enough of those to make this strategy pay off. Two guys who won't take no for an answer inside. Bowe missing with the uppercut. Holyfield missing with the counter left.
Come on.
Sliding a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Keep throwing those uppercuts both with the right hand and the left hand. Watch for him. Look for that one big shot. When that one big shot comes, get underneath. Hang. He wanted to move, but he can't move.
There you see Holyfield throwing an uppercut. Riddick both normally throws more uppercuts, and there you can see them on the belt. But as I was saying, that Bowe throws more uppercuts in one fight than many fighters throw in their careers. And this kind of tactic by Holyfield seems made for him. Maybe Holyfield knows something we don't.
Punch-stat numbers show the pattern of the first 2 fights re-emerging. Bowe throwing more, Holyfield choosing his spots judiciously and landing at a higher rate. Hard right hand by Bowe. Holyfield comes back with a left. And again, they begin round 4, trading shots in the middle of the ring. Crowd rises as Holyfield seems to stun Bowe with a left hook. Bowe's right hand was blocked. Uppercut missed inside.
Boy, that was some furious exchange, guys. I mean, you don't see big men doing that very often. But this is what these guys have done, and this is, we're now in the 28th round of their fight.
Break out clean. Let's go.
Hard for Bowe to establish his jab when Holyfield stays so close inside. Maybe that's part of what Evander is thinking with this strategy, but on the other hand, he's paying a heavy price for it.
Evander Holyfield is no way, in my mind, fighting smart. He has, for the first time in his career, I saw him look toward the ropes to maybe lay on the ropes and wait a little bit. That's not Evander Holyfield. He's never looked for the ropes to hide.
Evander took a lot of punches against Mercer and was cut in that fight. He's been cut in 4 of his last 6 bouts, and that becomes a concern when your head is in there against the other guy's head all night, as has so far been the case for Evander. Uppercut lands.
Come on, get those arms out there. Come on.
Holyfield is laying on Riddick Bowe, trying to recuperate and get his air back together. Let me tell you, he's not recuperating in the old Evander Holyfield. It's taking too much time to get his breathing rhythm back again.
Bowe has a habit. Bowe has a habit. You saw it there of beginning to slap when he throws punches in numbered combinations. 3-4 punches at a time. Bowe's last couple of punches will be slaps. But the straight right hand is usually pretty heavy.
Get him out of here. Come on. We got it. Come on, your hands are free. Come on, Holyfield. Get those arms
The
out.
crowd isn't into this fight as it was in the first couple of fights because much of the action, most of the action, is at such close quarters that it's really hard to see back of 10 or 12 rows what's going on.
Bowe landed a straight right. Holyfield came back with a counter left.
This is a good time for the doctor to get in and ask Evander Holyfield some questions.
How you feeling here?
Here's this furious exchange early in the round with both fighters connecting. Holyfield, a nice left hand there. This is a strategy that could just wear the smaller man down, but it may be the only way that Holyfield can do it, and you saw him land his own low blow.
And frankly, George, Evander Holyfield in the corner between rounds looked more exhausted than I've ever seen him at this stage of a fight.
I was about to say the same thing. He looked almost like he got old between rounds, but we may be misreading him.
To use an old expression, he just looked all stove in between rounds.
Harold Letterman, quickly, can you give us your scorecard?
Larry, 39-37, 3 rounds to 1, Riddick Bowe. I gave the first round to Evander Holyfield on a jab, but Riddick Bowe's dominated ever since. I thought he really hurt Evander with a right hand in the 4th round.
I have the same score, Harold.
More trading shots in the center of the ring.
This is a very dangerous fight as far as I'm concerned for Evander Holyfield. It's not looking good. Talk about the healing he received. This man is not able to catch a second win. He's not able to get recapture his breathing again.
Come on, your hands are free.
Doesn't look good.
So you think there's at least a chance that the stiff heart condition which followed the Moorer fight was not in fact misdiagnosed, and that he's being bothered in some way now, just as he was against Michael Moorer?
It's terrible. He's even more so now. He can't catch a deep another win.
Break up. Let's go.
Look at there.
We're establishing what George Foreman's opinion is here.
Yeah. Break up. Come on, break up.
If I'm his corner, I throw in the towel. If I'm the Holyfield's corner, I throw in the towel.
Low blow. And Cortez penalizes Bowe a point.
1 point, low blow. 1 point, low blow. Get in that corner over there. Whole time.
Gotta stop it.
You all right? You got some time. Let me know when you're ready. Ain't no need for none of that. There ain't no need for none of that. I told you. Twice already. 1 point already.
Evander Holyfield can have as many as 5 minutes to recover from this. And now he says he's ready to go. Lipomansky, the Nevada State Athletic Commission doctor, is sitting in Holyfield's corner. Holyfield taking a couple of heavy shots.
Holyfield is really hurting. He looks like he's ready to go. He looks like he has nothing to get back. He just became 33 going on 53.
Evander Holyfield has never been knocked out in his professional boxing career.
You gotta punch this up. Keep him up. You gotta punch this up, guys.
An extremely concerned George Foreman is presently on his feet, suggesting to Joe Cortez that he thinks a stoppage wouldn't be inappropriate.
Yeah, but
now Holyfield comes back with a right hand. George, you're sitting back down.
The problem, of course, is that you just can't underestimate Holyfield and what happens if he gets a second win. His reputation
is not going to get a second win. This man is going to end up in a pine box. He's got heart trouble. It's evident he cannot get his breathing together. He can't recuperate. If he had not had this doctors examine him.
Well, I can't refute the doctors who claim it was misdiagnosed.
Hard right hand by Holyfield.
Here he is.
And remember, of course, that he got medical clearance from the Mayo Clinic and other established medical authorities before the Nevada State Commission would license him for the bout.
Bowe is not hurting Holyfield. Holyfield is being hurt inside himself.
All right. Let's go.
He's done. I hope he doesn't get hurt. I scored that round. Even though a point was taken away from Bowe, I gave him a 9-8 round because I think he gave such a licking to Holyfield.
Down goes Bowe. First knockdown of Riddick Bowe's career.
Not getting up.
How can you ever count this man out? He is just amazing.
Bowe's out on his feet. If Evander can find him, he might finish it. It was a left hook that did the damage. Evander Holyfield, not known as a knockout puncher, trying to finish the big man here.
Can Bowe show the resilience that Holyfield showed in their first fight? Can he survive this? Who would have thunk it? Just when it looked as though Holyfield was ready to give up, he's got Bowe almost out on his feet.
And now Holyfield seems to have run out of gas.
Let's go.
Bowe getting himself back together. Got an excellent chance now to make it out of the round. And maybe even to turn it around the way Holyfield did on him in round 10 of the first fight. Here comes Bowe.
I would never ever believe that I would see this of almost a mirror image of what we saw before.
Come on.
Bowe looking at Cortez to ask for help. He says, Evander hit me on the back of the head with a left hand.
Get him out of there. Come on, let's go.
That's the first time Bowe is down as a professional.
Come on, don't be holding.
And he is showing some stuff that we haven't seen before in terms of his heart and will. And it's a good thing he got into great condition for this fight.
Holyfield's punches without snap now. What do you make of this, George?
George, you seem as stunned as everyone else.
No, I'm not stunned. I mean, Evander Holyfield is fighting on pure courage.
Dangerous courage in your view.
Dangerous.
Get up. Bring up.
10 seconds left in round 6. Holyfield mounts an attack again. Bowe can't seem to stop the left hand. Evander misses with a right.
We're back at Mendez Boxing Gym here. And Mark, we just seen Evander Holyfield drop Riddick Bowe for the first time in Riddick's professional career. How did Evander get the big guy down?
Well, Evander's relentless. But when Evander throws punches, he throws his hip, everything. And he caught Bowe with a nice left hook.
But Bowe got back up, Mark. How did he survive?
I mean, you know, just like in the amateurs and like in the gym, George taught us, when you get knocked down, just get up, walk into your neutral corner. And when he was in the corner, he kept Evander off with the jab. Just kept his jab out there. He kept his distance.
And we're hearing George Foreman talking about Evander's heart. Now, before Evander came into this fight, he did get cleared by the Mayo Clinic. What do you think about Evander?
Let me bang you to the body. Let Riddick Bowe bang you to the body a few rounds, for 4 or 5 rounds, and see if you don't feel old.
Yeah, certainly. Let's go back and join the fight back in round 7.
Down goes Bowe. An amazing turnabout. When you've been watching fights as long as we have, you're hesitant in suggesting that something like this could happen again. So we are as startled as anyone else. Round 31.
no doctor in Holyfield's corner between rounds.
Come on, get those arms out of there.
But Evander still seems to be struggling to regain his breath.
There you go, Hollyfield.
Gargantuan effort from both men.
Let's go, come on, give me a clean round.
Holyfield in round 6 landed 30 of 41 punches, and most of them were power shots.
Get him out there, get him out, get him out, let's go. Holyfield, hold that head. Keep him up, this guy.
Both men seeming to try to get a little bit of a rest here, George.
Well, I wouldn't want to get a rest this way.
Let me clean out, guys. Come on, work out. Your hands are free, guys. Keep the punches up. Let him out.
More than a minute into round 7, one short left hook from Bowe, the most significant punch of the round.
Get those down. Don't lock him up. Don't lock him up in there. Get those downs out. Let him loose, guys. Let him loose. Let him loose. All right, break out, guys. Break out. Let's go.
Uppercut landed again for Holyfield.
Let's go, both of you guys. Watch your heads inside. Watch your heads. All right, get him out. Let him out of there. Don't hold. Don't be holding. Let him out. Come on, get him out. Get him out.
Now they begin to trade again. Both men finding some of the snap in their punches in this last minute of round 7. The second of their 3 fights, Evander Holyfield effectively stole rounds by flurrying in the last 30 seconds.
Get him out of there.
Let's see if that's what he has in mind here.
Step back. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
George Foreman, you're curiously quiet.
Get the hands out. Get the head. Hold the head. Get the hands out.
The old saying is, sometimes more is less. And less is more.
Care to explain? You just don't feel as though you should comment on what you're watching? Is that it?
It's just as a dangerous situation, and there's no intelligence that I can get out of it at this point. Holyfield has had this diagnosis, and he's showing it.
You stand right in front of this guy. We didn't work on that.
You cannot stand in front of this guy.
You can't stand in front of him.
All you got to do is step around. Step around.
Hey, look. When you do fire in sets, not 1 or 2, 3 and 4. Hey, shorten that hook up, okay? Don't aim for his head, aim for his shoulder. You got me?
Keep those punches in his body going. Expect a little uppercut. Little uppercut and hook.
Okay.
All right. You got to start it.
You did it once.
It looked as though somebody might have brushed some smelling salts across Bowe's nose. Harold, how do you have the score after 7 rounds?
Larry, 4-2, 1 even in rounds, 66-65 in points. Riddick Bowe by 1 point. Larry, I gave Evander an extra point in round 6 for the knockdown, but I still scored that other in round 5, 9-9. I scored it even. I'll tell you, this is tremendous stuff.
Hard right hand inside by Holyfield, and now down goes Evander.
A right hand by Bowe. A right hand inside as Holyfield lunged to get back at him.
7.
Did the trick.
Don't think he's going to make it.
9.
No, he made it.
How do you feel? How do you feel? Take a step forward.
How does he feel?
Take a step forward.
Wonderful. Terrific.
Third knockdown of Holyfield's career. Here comes the 4th, and that's it.
That's it.
What a fight. Once again, they even exceed the highest expectations we had.
And we'll take another look at the end of the fight. There's the hard right hand that Holyfield landed in there, and then the right hand by Bowe, and down went Holyfield. I'm not even sure Riddick knew that he had landed that hard a shot. That was the first knockdown. And another look at the first knockdown. George, this short right.
That's the right. The right. The left.
And I wasn't sure that Evander would make it up from that one. Eventually he did, and referee Joe Cortez let him come back across the ring, and that's all it took to put the finishing touches on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the site where legends are made, Caesar's Palace, a round of applause for two warriors in the heavyweight division. Fight number 3 was everything we wanted it to be. Referee Joe Cortez calls a halt to the bout at 58 seconds in the 8th round. The winner by TKO victory, and now reigns supreme as the best heavyweight in the world, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.
Oh, thank you, man. We love you, man. We love you. You my inspiration. I want you to know that. Yeah, okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please, for one of the great warriors in the history of the heavyweight division.
Mark, wow, these were two warriors. They really put it on the line. But look at the amount of respect that they have for each other.
Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, you know, we fight each other. Then after the fight's over, you know, we can hang out.
Definitely. And for any of you out there, if you were worried about Evander Holyfield's health after that fight, he did go on to fight a guy, Mike Tyson, twice and beat him, and also went 24 rounds with Lennox Lewis. So I think he was doing okay.